Hi, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so lately I've been getting a ton of calls from like people in California, people in the East Coast, Oregon, Colorado.
Yeah.
Literally, they're coming from everywhere, and they've been renters, and now they want to purchase. So I've invited my favorite girl, Miss LasVegasGal,
Hello.
Lacy Cerone. She's always so fun to have on the channel.
Thank you.
So we can kind of get into,
Yeah.
you know, like what's driving people to purchase right now.
Yeah,
Or like
and-
when you know that you're in a good place to buy.
Yeah, I mean, like just giving people the information they need to know. You don't always have to be a renter. In fact, now more than ever, you really don't have to be a renter.
You
It's actually a
don't.
good time.
And when you're coming from places like think about like what I try to see, because I have lived in Las Vegas all my life, and I
Right.
know you were just young when you moved
yeah,
here.
so this is all we really know.
Yeah, this is what we know, but I think about it like people that live in California or these places that have big rents.
Yeah. Oh.
You just don't know what you're moving into in Las Vegas.
You also never dream of buying. Like when you're a renter and you live in an
the
urban
dreams just got
city
bigger.
or in like, to your point, California, where everything is so stupid expensive, you're like, I'm never gonna buy a house. So you put it out of your mind, but we want to help you dream bigger, like she said. Now is the time to start
Yes.
dreaming a little bit. And I bet.
And are you getting a lot of calls for people asking you to rent?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I bet you're getting, that's exactly what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, I bet you're getting a lot of phone calls of people saying, I'm gonna rent first, I'm not sure if I can qualify, I think my credit's bad. And we're sitting here saying, why are you gonna rent first? First of all, the credit,
Yes.
or the rates, not credit, the rates are so low right now and everything is going so well, like now is the time to buy, if anything, right?
Well, and here's the thing is, I think when you're from, like as you said, when you're from those places, the first thought is not always, let me purchase. The first thought is like, well, let me find somewhere to rent. But
or there's the thought of, I wanna get to know the area better and then I'll decide where I wanna buy. A house is a house is a house. Like, listen, we're not looking for your dream home here. We're looking for a house for you to get your butt into so you can get to know Las Vegas. And then after 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you can decide if you want to level up or change or whatever. But we're not going to lead you astray. We're not going to let you buy in a bad, horrible section of town or something. We're going to focus on what you need, right?
Exactly. Plus, like what's happening right now too is the rents are going up so much.
Yes.
That like you look at something to rent, and I mean, I'll look at what people pay for rent. I'm like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
We can get you a pretty nice house for that.
Yeah.
So when you're in a market like Las Vegas where you can buy a pretty nice house for the same price that people are paying in rent.
Why would you not do it?
And you're renting an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be in a nice area, the apartment, but it's literally a 2-bedroom apartment, you know, that you have to park with everybody else. So
and smell the food that someone upstairs is cooking
yeah,
and all the other crap that comes with apartment living.
the apartment living stuff. That's so fun.
So
but
let's talk about how people can know when it's their time to buy, when they might be ready.
Okay.
Don't you have a lot of people who assume that their credit is too bad and they have that credit karma thing that they look at and they just know it's not good enough? Like, I think everybody's really insecure about their credit, no matter how good it is.
Credit's always a hot topic right
It
now.
is, right?
It almost means everything right now to
It
some
really
people.
does.
But first off, don't look at Credit Karma because their scoring is always off.
Scoring's never right.
It's
Never
like
right.
way off. I had somebody call me the other day and they were like, my credit's horrible. I looked at Credit Karma and it was a 603. And I pulled Credit Karma and it was a 673. Big difference. This was just yesterday.
Are you serious?
This happens all the time. And it happens the opposite way too, though, because sometimes people will be like, I have a 720, and then I pull Credit Karma, it shows 600. So like that's how far things are off. But Credit Karma, again, it's like a really good thing to pull because
it's a good tool to use.
You can see what's on your credit, so you always want to look at that. But they score differently than a creditor scores.
Right.
So like that's not always. But as far as the credit goes, if you need a game plan, let's give you a game plan.
Yeah.
You know, like getting you into your dream house.
Yeah.
Most everybody has a house on their dreams.
I think that's important. Like, so credit is like a really big concern about a lot of people. And again, I think it's false for most people. I think your credit's probably better than you think. And you don't have to have perfect credit to buy a house.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Like at all, actually. Like not even close to perfect. In fact, you can have some really bad credit and still get approved. So we want you to take the, oh, my credit might not be the up or down or it may whatever out of your brain. We don't want that in your head at all. Don't let credit be an issue. Get it out.
Take it out.
Dream a little bigger and take the credit issue out of the head, right? How about down payment? A lot of people freak out about, I'm a renter, I've been a renter my whole life, I've been check to check, you know, kind of experience, especially living in LA or New York or San Francisco, some of those very expensive cities.
Where it's hard to save.
Yeah, but a lot of people, especially first-time homebuyers, don't realize there are amazing loan programs that have lower requirements for down payment, and there's sometimes, not always, but sometimes a grant program that might be able to help, right? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, there's grant programs. If you're a first-time home buyer, there's also a 3% down program for conventional. FHA is 3.5%. If you're in certain ranges as far as your income, there's a lot of grants. There's actually a new
grants
grant.
equals free money, by the way.
Yeah,
free
that's
money.
free money.
Yeah.
So, and it's beautiful. It's a
beautiful
beautiful thing. So yeah, there's a lot of different grants, and a lot of people that are buying first-time home buyers, that's what you're buying right now is getting the grant loans. So basically, when it comes right down to it, sometimes you can get into a house cheaper than your last month's in security deposit that you pay for renting a property.
I think like the bottom line really of what we're trying to say is it's always a good time to buy in Las Vegas. Like people always, when do I know if I'm ready to buy? If you're asking that question, you might be ready to buy.
It's now.
Like
now is the time.
And honestly, with rates, fluctuating daily, you want to really have someone in your corner, someone like Amber who can actually answer your questions now before you're ready, to either get you ready with a game plan to fix your credit if you have issues, or to just tell you what you need to do each month to save the kind of money you need to maybe put down. So really, first step to know if you're ready is to call this woman right here, or call me, but I'm always going to just tell you to call her. So just call her, right? I mean, now is a good time. It's always a good time to buy.
And don't feel like, I mean, a lot of times people are nervous because you're going to get judged.
We're going to sell them or judge them or whatever.
There's no selling. There's no judging. It's just a matter of pulling your stuff, talking about you, how to get you there, where are your numbers, where you need to be, all this stuff. It's your game plan, individualized for you. And then once you're done with me, we're going to send you out with this beautiful lady right here.
You've got a beautiful team of people.
Fabulous team.
Yes.
To make your dreams come true and get you into that house.
I think the bottom line really is, you are ready. You're probably ready. And even if you're not, let's start getting you ready. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if that's a dream that you have or you're starting to play with, don't wait. Just start the conversation. The sooner the better, always, every day, all day, right?
Yep.
I'd say so. So for me, I'm excited because Amber's team, it's not just Amber. Amber has a full-fledged team behind her.
It takes a village. It takes a village.
It takes 3 villages for this one because she's got a lot going on, but it's awesome. She has a lot going on because you're the expert. She's the expert. Aren't you one of the top 200 female loan originators in the United States? Are you embarrassed that I just threw that in there?
I know,
I'm sorry.
right?
I'm totally embarrassing her.
I was really proud of that award. I was ranked number 62 in female loan officers in the nation.
This nation. For the United States, we're working with number 62 in the nation. Excuse me, I don't know if anybody else can quite top that. And you've got me,
right
I know. And then you got me, who's not the top 200, but I will be someday. I'm really awesome, I promise.
You probably, I bet you are.
I'm awesome, my team's awesome. I don't know how they rank, but
Lacy
either way.
is super awesome, and really what you see is what you get. So, to feel comfortable while you're out looking at houses.
You want someone who's honest,
Yeah,
right?
you want somebody that's honest, but you want somebody that can talk to the other side and negotiate, because a lot of it's negotiation and making friends with people that are on the other side too, and that's a lot what you do, is negotiating on the other side and working those numbers, to the best ability for the clients.
We both have a tendency to treat our clients like family and to really look at every scenario as if it's our own scenario. So knowing that, we hope you now have a little bit of a hint of a hope that you might be able to buy.
It's time.
And that you're ready to do, what do they need to do? What do they need to do? Click the link below,
Click the link below, fill out your information.
And if you're watching this
you're watching this video, it's time. Let's get you started.
Yes. So I think that's awesome. And I think you're right. We do have a link below for your team, right? They'll call them back. Click the link. There's no reason not to.